Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Country Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live, guys.
What's up?
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Scotty from ARTIFAS.
I'm Cody, also from ARTIFAS.
All right, I'm going to start you guys off with a hard question here.
All right, let's go.
What do you want to leave as your legacy?
Oh, man. Yeah.
I want to be able to know that not only do I want to be able to take care of my family and provide for, those that I care about that are closest to me, but I want to be able to reach out and touch other people through my music and hopefully, change people's lives for the better.
Yeah, same, man. I want my music to carry on, and not even just the music I make, but, hopefully the things I give to other people musically and, can pass on, and hope that can keep passing on for, generations, whether it be on the creator side, studio side, or the live side. I just want my music to be able to impact people in any kind of way.
So if you guys weren't playing music, what would you be doing with your lives?
Like if music didn't exist in my life at all?
Making money.
I would say running sound, but I think that would still consist of me being involved in music. So if I was to take myself completely out of that, I always thought it'd be cool to be like a detective or something.
I would be a park ranger.
My inner Batman.
At the Grand Canyon.
Batman?
Yeah. If you could be Batman, that would 100% be it for me.
You'd be Batman?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Probably if somebody offered me that right now, that's probably what I would do. Like, it's the Batman.
I kind of want to live like a raccoon. Just like be naked outside all the time and scrounge through everybody's trash cans when I'm hungry.
It sounds like an entertaining television show.
But which Batman, though?
Man, I gotta be honest. I love the new Robert Pattinson Batman. I've always been a Michael Keaton Batman guy, and but man, I love Robert Pattinson's new adaptation of Batman.
Those are words awesome. I never thought I would hear. I love Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, I know, right? He was so good in Twilight.
He sparkled and everything.
He did. But yeah, Michael Keaton, he's always the top of the line for me.
All right, I'm going to throw another hard one at you, and I won't get into other things. Last Supper scenario, who's your 12?
Sorry?
Last Supper scenario, who's at your table?
Oh, okay.
One female, by the way. And it could be cartoons, it could be...
So, like, literally anyone?
Anybody. Musicians, cartoons.
I mean, first off, it'd be my boys. What's up, Fran?
What up?
First off, it'd be my boys in the band and our sound guy and tour manager. They're all family.
Okay.
Gotta have my moms in there.
Gotta have women to grope.
Yeah. For that, I guess I'm gonna go. Natalie Portman. We'll put her in there.
It's official, Natalie. You've received your invitation.
Yeah. Man, that's a tough question.
I don't know, honestly. It'd probably just be like mostly family and friends, and then
and then Natalie Portman.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's not a bad choice. I don't know. That's a hard one.
Can we have two Natalie Portmans?
I feel like I need to have two separate final dinners though, like an industry one and like a family, close one.
Like a last dinner and a last lunch, the Last Supper and the last lunch.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. Fran, we hope you get feeling better. Sorry you're sick. That's
yeah, that doesn't seem very fun.
So who's your Lady Magdalene then? That one woman that has to be there.
I mean, for him it was Natalie Portman.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the safe route, and she's my girlfriend of 8 years. She's gonna be there.
I think the fact that you said you're going to take the safe route might have put you
It
in the not
incriminated
safe
me either way. That's not cool.
So if you could pick your own bill, live or dead, who would you want on the bill?
Carnival,
Yeah.
Incubus, Silverchair, Bush.
Okay.
That's definitely a Scotty lineup for sure.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
I'm gonna have to go with like Avenged Sevenfold, Korn,
Yes.
Periphery, and Carnival,
Man,
Okay.
I want to go to that festival.
and with Megadeth headlining.
I saw a video of Dave Mustaine just like going out into the crowd with his hood on. He'd like sit behind some people, and when
I
they'd
saw
recognize
that.
him, he'd just hand him a guitar pick.
I saw that.
And that's Fran's question.
Favorite venues.
Oh,
Battle Creek, Michigan is always one of the favorite. The Machine Shop up in Flint, Michigan. That's every time we play there. I'm always super stoked that that's on the bill. And probably, I really dug was it Newport in Ohio?
Newport Music Hall.
Yeah, I think that's the one. The one that we played with
I
Theory
think that's in
in
Cincinnati.
whichever one we played with Theory up in like Columbus or
It was
Cincinnati.
that was it.
Yeah. The place was dope.
Anywhere pretty much on big tours is nice because you got big sound systems and lots of people there. I was a really big fan of Ram's Head Live when we
Oh
played
yeah,
there. That was
the
a
place
good
was
one.
super cool. And the rave
Yeah,
in Milwaukee.
with the haunted pool basement situation.
Yeah, where Jeffrey Dahmer used to get his suspects.
Yeah, apparently there's like a tunnel that goes under the street from the venue across the street to the hotel where Jeffrey Dahmer used to transport his victims.
Crazy.
Is there any place that you haven't toured yet that you want to?
Oh yeah.
The UK.
Yeah,
There's
like
many places, but the UK for sure.
everywhere outside of the U.S. and many places still within.
Yeah. Anywhere and
Washington
everywhere
State.
that people headbang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even where they don't headbang, we can make them be the first to headbang. You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of dope. Let's just go on a tribal metal tour.
It's like only tour like poverty
Places that have
places,
never seen live music, like a real concert.
like in the middle of Africa or something.
Yeah, dude, let's go.
Funding.
If you had to write yourself a letter at age 15 to now, what would it say?
Don't play the guitar. Get a real job.
I would say go after it sooner.
If you're gonna play it soon.
Yeah, go out, chase that dream as hard as you can, as early as you can.
I would say, just stay focused and put a lot more time into, what's meaningful and what deserves your energy and what doesn't.
Triggers for writing the music of this album. At the beat. I would say, really the whole mindset of this whole album was us digging as deep as we could into those, the darker places, the harder places to talk about and being more vulnerable. Therefore, like, there's a lot of times where the music and the lyrics are written with a lot of time in between them, and that's because we want to make sure that when we write about something, it's like a genuine feeling, and not some story we're just trying to make up. So whenever we go through anything that's trying or troubling, that's our therapy to get it out there and to be genuine and as real as we can about it.
Yeah. The really the mindset behind that record specifically was it wasn't something that like we made it a point to get into, but it was kind of like a product of just where we were, mentally and emotionally. And that album is really just kind of like a collection of journal entries, you know, to ourselves, about ourselves, from ourselves, maybe to other people. So yeah, the mindset was just like he said, how we were feeling and just what was going on in our lives at the time.
Well, to piggyback on that, your song "Angel," who is that about?
It's not necessarily about one specific person. The idea of the song came about when we were discussing a former crew member of ours that had passed, and it'd been, it's always something that weighed on us, and we miss him all the time when we're out on the road. And then there was some other losses that happened in the time period of writing that song, and that song had transformed in many different ways, and it kind of just turned into an adaptation of what each one of us has dealt with going through certain losses in our lives. So it's not specifically about one person, but to each of us, it's about a more specific person, I guess, is the
Okay.
best way to say it.
Yeah, it's really just an homage, to all the people that we've loved and lost, throughout our lives, and it's something that everybody deals with. And even though we were, dealing with like the loss of a friend, and I know like for Mikey, he probably used like his mom passed away when he was young. That was probably a big inspiration for him on that. At the time, I had just lost my uncle to ALS, so it's a little bit all over the place as far as like who may have inspired it. But the point behind the song is really just not just our people, but everybody's people that are lost and that we miss and that we think about every day.
And this is a follow up from.
Yeah, I mean, we were,
I'm sorry, that's
really,
what it was first.
it's cut me out about a bad relationship or toxic relationships. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
For sure.
It's about having that person in your life that you're always you're always trying to please, and or always trying to work with and make the best out of things, and it just seems that no matter what you do, and no matter what path you take, it's not good enough for that person. And so you just say, look, if me being myself and me being who I am isn't good enough for you, then cut me out.
His favorite song to write and play from that album. We haven't played most of the new songs on tour yet. Of the ones that we have, I guess my favorite to play would be "Leave Me for Dead," just because it's not super demanding and I get to jump around and have a lot of fun.
Same. I would say that same. Now, like, that could possibly very easily change the more we add, these songs into our live set. But for now, "Leave Me for Dead" is definitely my hype song on stage.
Speaking of that song, I'm going to play a little bit for everybody.
Sweet.
Want to make
No,
great
it's
marketing
good.
videos? So fresh, they'll smack you in the face.
They just got free advertisement.
Well, what's going to happen? Nothing I can do about that, bud.
Right, feel that.
It is what it is.
Yeah. And this here is kind of like, the song's called "Leave Me for Dead." And this, initially, this song, I think we just labeled it as "Funeral March." trying to be an intro into the song, and it turned into the whole intro to the album and the new live show.
If you could see me now.
No. So you guys going on tour in a couple days or so, right?
About 2 months.
2 months. Do you have any advice for anybody going on tour of what to bring with?
Everything. Bring as much stuff as you can possibly bring.
That's Scotty's approach.
It is. I always bring way too much. Baby wipes, chargers,
A bunk fan.
shoes to get muddy, a bunk fan. I just bought one, by the way, $10. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are definitely essential parts. Gotta have them booty wipes,
Gotta
Booty
have the
wipes.
booty wipes.
So this is Fran's question coming through.
All right,
Ooh, good question.
quite a bit.
Yeah, I would say a lot.
Yeah, every one of us has grown, and not just our instruments, but on all the other instruments as well. Like we all have grown just as musicians in general, and everything from the playing and the technicality to the songwriting, and we just have a better understanding and grasp on what we're trying to get out now.
Yeah, there's always, I think, been a goal for us since we started this band to be, I guess, like have dope riffs, be like a somewhat technically savvy band. And I feel like it's kind of taken us a couple records to not only hone those skills, but to, figure out how to apply them. And I don't know, we're just now getting to the point where, things feel pretty good where they are. So I guess that's got to be evolution, right?
What was the best advice you were ever given?
Well, I don't remember the best advice I've ever been given, but I can damn near tell you probably who gave it to me. My dad. He's got all kinds of advice for every single scenario in life. Like anything worth doing is worth doing right. That's something my dad would say.
Yeah, I think any of the best lessons I've been taught are just that were definitely through my percussion teachers and my drum teachers growing up, and just that the hard work and putting in the hours of practice and the hours into what you're doing is what's going to make you good at them. And that you can think you want to be good at things all the time, and you can want to succeed, and you can want to be able to play the drums, but until you sit at it and do it for hours upon hours until you can't even stand to do it anymore, you're not going to get anywhere with it.
And this is coming from Fran.
Oh, yes.
100% every single day. I try to. I'm sure Cody does as well, but I'm always trying to, learn something, whether it be something on guitar, something about drums, something about bass, something about recording, or this or that. Like, I even if I was 120, I'd still be trying to learn.
I think the idea that one can't better themselves at an instrument is a fallacy, because the more that I learn about the guitar and singing, the bigger that proverbial mountain seems to get.
100%.
The more you learn that there is more to learn.
So, how do you protect your voice while you're on tour or playing a show afterwards? Is there any tricks or anything?
Man, honestly, I used to use a lot more tricks than I use now. But it's all 90% of it's in your head. But I will say, once you do 4 or 5 nights in a row and you're screaming your balls off every night and then talking to fans afterwards and stuff, it does tend to wear down on you. But best thing I've ever been able to do and the best advice I ever got on that situation is shut up and just don't say anything for as long as you possibly can until it's time to sing again. When I have to do that, like, I can usually get through the next show. It's not the best, no, it's not the most, not the funnest thing for me. I'm sure the other guys have some fun with it, but
It's gotten less entertaining over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do
the
anything
fun
for
factor
mine.
is worn off.
I actually am the opposite of Scotty, and it's probably just because I'm not, I guess, having to push my vocals as hard the whole show. But I just kind of abuse mine, drink beer, scream in the corner, and then go up there and rock.
Yeah, we definitely have different approaches. Sorry, I'm trying to get my other AirPod
That's
to
fine.
kick in.
So, do you have any rituals or anything before you go on stage to change? What do you call it?
We have, had like variations of like a pre-show ritual. I guess it's gonna change now because we're on starting a new chapter. But yeah, we've had a couple over the years. Like we usually kind of meet somewhere behind stage and bump fists or something really cool and bro like that.
Yeah, we usually like hype each other up, give a little motivational speech, whether it's a good motivational speech or a motivational speech because it's going to be a shit night. Either way, can I say that? Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay. But and then everybody's got their own, like, individual kind of rituals, I guess they do before they go on. I do a little bit of warming up and stretching and bouncing around, get my in-ears on and try to get my head space in the right space.
I drink beer.
Lots of beer.
That's my favorite pre-show thing. Yes, we are. The Resume Game Tour. Yes, with our friends in Modern Mimes. Looking forward to it. Got lots of good shows dialed up. And yeah, we're excited to get back out there and melt faces.
So, when does exactly that start?
June 17th, I believe, is the first date.
Are you doing any off shows?
Off shows. I'm not familiar.
No, we're just the shows on that tour.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna let you flip it on me now. You can
Okay.
ask me anything.
All right,
Okay.
man.
I want to ask
Go
the
ahead,
first
Cody.
one. How much did that nice house cost you?
$3.99.
The best price. Can I come over and play your piano?
Sure, I don't have one, but okay.
Yeah, I know that one right there.
You can try. It's a green screen, bro.
Yeah, I figured as much.
If you could interview one artist, who would you interview?
Top of my list is Johnson Davis.
I mean, that's a dope one.
That'd be a good
I'm sure
one.
he's tough to get.
I've been a fan since day one.
Yeah, man. I remember jamming Freak on a Leash and my Sony Walkman CD player walking down the streets of Kenton, Tennessee.
I had the pleasure to interview Fieldy, but I really would love to get Jonathan.
Hey, that's a step in the right direction, huh?
Yeah. I've been following them since they came out, I think, 93, 92.
Yeah.
Around
They've been doing the
that
thing
time.
for a while, and they're still doing it good.
Like
Yep.
my whole life. Hashtag commitment. Yes. We don't have any hardcore plans yet, but we have been talking about it. We know that we need to get out there and see our fans and friends on the West Coast. Some of us
Last
will
time we
actually.
headed out that way, our freaking bus just fell apart.
It did. It did.
Completely
We will
fell
actually
apart.
be out there at the NAMM show. If anybody's going to be attending that, they can come see us at the Monster Pro Audio booth. But hopefully later this fall, we'll get some tour dates for out west.
You ever think about coming to Jersey?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to play in Jersey in January, but a couple of us on the bus got sick and we had to go home.
Because I'll be in the stands.
Oh, nice. Well, hopefully we can get some stuff working up there soon.
Yeah, man. Always wanted to do Jersey.
Where's that one spot that you always go to when you are in that city?
In Jersey?
No, just in general. Like, you're going to Texas,
Oh,
so
okay,
you have to
okay.
stop somewhere.
We know we're going to Chicago. We're going to Portillo's.
Or
Giordano's.
yeah, or Giordano's, one of the two. Like if we're in Colorado or a legal state, then the weed store.
Yeah, that's a typical spot.
Typical spot.
Yeah, I don't know, food, and we like to hike too. So, like,
Yeah, we always look for like the dopest little trails that we can find.
Yeah. So
Grand
you can
Canyon.
probably find us out there. Catch us outside. How about that?
Catch you outside. How about that? That's great. Fran in the comments. She's actually from Chicago.
Right on.
Oh, that's what's up. Go Bears!
I knew it was coming. I knew it was
Lou
coming.
Malnati's is good.
She
too.
likes
Yes,
Lou
ma'am.
Malnati's. Yeah, it's okay. I didn't
Yeah.
like her crust as much, honestly, but it's
Yeah, I
still
still like
better than
Giordano's
New York
better.
style pizza.
You think
But,
it's better than New York style?
Oh
Yeah, way better.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, that's what's up. Let's go to a Bears game. It's a dream. I've always wanted to go.
Well, I don't know if we'll be actually in Chicago, but we'll be not far from Chicago on this upcoming tour. So
Braidwood, yeah.
She's not that far, I don't think.
I think we're right outside in Bradley. So
Bradley, that's it. Yeah.
they're basically 20 minutes from each other, so same thing.
So what's your best fan moment and your worst fan moment?
Worst fan moment is when people don't understand personal boundaries. That happens quite often.
Yeah.
I won't call anything out in specific just because it happens all the time. But yeah, that happens. Best fan experience. Just hanging out after the shows. I guess our
Yeah.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say.
We're too much alike there, man. But yeah, I don't want it to not to sound selfish, but I really like when the fans have made something for us. Like that's always super cool and something we get to hang on to and remember, and just the fact that somebody put effort into making something to show us that they appreciate our music is pretty awesome.
It doesn't really happen as much anymore, I guess, because you get, I guess, into it and you get more professional, and we don't really do a lot of leisurely tripping on tour anymore. But my favorite fan times are like the after show house parties and stuff like that, we would always
Yeah.
show up, and people just be like so happy and ready to hang out with you. So
Yeah, it's never a bad time when you're like the band showing up to the party. You're not gonna have a bad time.
especially when most of the people were at your show.
Yeah. Most embarrassing thing on stage. I've had my pants split right down
Yeah.
the entire like the whole crotch area basically just rip out.
Same, but I can one up you. I actually didn't have any pants to change into afterwards, so I had to wear mine all night.
And you don't wear underwear.
And I don't wear underwear. So yeah, that was a good one. I've fallen on stage a couple of times. At one point, there was a video of me busting my ass on the internet. Hopefully, that's
Oh,
gone.
yeah, that's funny. We need to post that on a Throwback Thursday. Remember that time Cody fell on stage?
If you can find it, go for it.
And you should probably add in, when he fucked up.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh gosh.
Okay, if you desert island scenario, top 5 CDs you're bringing.
CDs, okay.
Carnival Sound Awake.
Damn.
Carnival Themata. Silverchair Neon Ballroom. Silverchair Diorama. Incubus Make Yourself.
Okay.
Like 4 or 5 Red albums, like 4 Red albums, and then like an Issues album.
Hey, between us, we'd have a pretty dope island. You know,
That's what I'm saying. If we get put on the same island, we're gonna be good.
We got jams, boys.
If you could pick anybody to feature with, who would it be? Dead or alive?
That's a good one.
Oh wow, dead or alive? Michael Jackson, bro. Let's
that
go.
would be a good one. Yeah, that's definitely at the
let's
top
put
of the list.
MJ on a metal track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with that one too. You just can't beat that.
That would be so cool.
You could actually do that now.
That would be pretty sweet.
Just cut and paste.
Yeah. Let's get some AI. I'm sure they've got an AI Michael Jackson somewhere.
Probably. Voice replicator. That's ignorant.
I like that guitar, man.
Who do you think is the most unrated band out there right now?
ARTIFAS.
Yeah. Let's go. I'm sticking with that one.
I'm definitely sticking to that, but I'll throw in another one too, just to be a good sport. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to go with I like Avoid. I think Avoid is a really good underrated band. Like most of what I listen to, I think is underrated because
I've said Carnival so many times, but they're like my favorite band, and they're not very popular, so I feel like they're underrated.
Can I just force people to listen to my music discography against their will?
You could try. This is coming from
the Question Theory.
Yeah, this is coming from Fran.
100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck. I think I'd rather fight the 100 duck-sized horses.
No, I think I'll take the one.
The one big duck? That thing's gonna be like.
Bro, have you seen World War Z?
It's just gonna crush you, man.
Have you seen World War Z?
But you got like a bunch of little horses this big, man. I'm just gonna be kicking them everywhere.
I mean, the first couple, but then they're like gonna build up around you and like take over you.
They're just horses. They're just gonna sit there and neigh and eat the hay.
But they're fighting you though, so they're like pissed.
Yeah. I'm more pissed.
Honestly, neither one of those scenarios sounds ideal.
Now the real question is who would win between a duck-sized horse and 100 horse-sized ducks.
That's true.
Wait, you
If
know
they
what I
fought
mean?
each other.
I said it wrong, but
Remove us from the equation, and then what happens?
That'd be interesting.
What a question. I'm gonna ponder that one for a while.
yeah, I have dreams about it.
If you could give one of your band members a tattoo, what would it be?
Mikey. And like,
yeah, because he doesn't have any.
Well, he doesn't have any, and I would just put like, can I say cuss words on here?
Yeah, you're
Nope.
fine.
I would just put like some big tittied bitch on his arm with like like a pound of like an Asian bitch, a big tittied Asian bitch with like a pound of weed and like, you know, Asian like geisha clothing on
That would be a Mikey tattoo right there.
with like shiny guitars.
I think I would make Cody get a tattoo of my face on his back.
Okay. Like Steve-O or
yeah,
just
yeah, totally. Like the whole
that
back.
that
I'm
big?
glad this is hypothetical.
But dreams can come true, you know.
Yeah, man. I'll pay for it.
Are you into video games at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Heavily.
I'm big into like Assassin's Creed style games, superhero games. That Ghost of Tsushima, that samurai fight game. I'm digging that.
I got a lot of shit, but this is mainly what I play.
Can't see what any of those are.
Madden, Battlefield,
Okay.
motocross racing, Far Cry.
All right, so we're gonna go way back. Are you Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or both?
I'm Mortal Kombat.
And who's your character? Who's your character?
Sub-Zero or Liu Kang.
Yeah, Scorpion. If it was Street Fighter, probably Ryu.
Gotta be Ryu.
Yeah.
Do you feel that Ryu is better than Ken?
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
The real question is, who is your favorite Tekken fighter?
I don't remember any of the names of the Tekken.
I cannot think of. I cannot think of the name, but the bear, wherever the bear is.
Yeah,
that
the guy
was
with
a
the bear
dope
head.
game.
Well, that guy was tight. I don't remember any of the characters' names either. Would I prefer to be licked or spooned?
How about licked then spooned?
I gotta think about that. I guess licked, because I like to make it last, you know?
Well, to piggyback on that, what flavor would you be, though?
Strawberry cheesecake.
Cookies and
'Cause
cream.
I can only taste as good as I want it to taste, you know what I mean? And strawberry cheesecake, ice creams. That's the top of that's the ceiling for me.
I would be cookies and cream with like maybe some cookie dough bites.
Some cookie dough bites.
What's up?
Come here, cook the drink with it.
And some waffle fries. Internet joke. Sorry.
It could have been Hey, it could have been worse. He could have said Dick and Playlings.
Wow. What? I must have not been there for that one.
I'm guessing you never watched Wayne's World.
I have. It's just been forever since I've seen it.
Has been a long time.
Best movie ever.
It's a classic for sure.
I have a piggyback for this one.
Passionate.
It's close to mine. I was gonna say driven.
And with our powers combined.
Go Power Rangers.
Okay, we all have that one song What song describes you as a person? If you were going to send it to somebody
Oh,
that would get to know you.
Oh man.
I'm gonna pick this one because lately I've just been trying to like manifest like positive thoughts and mindset, and this song every time I hear it, it really just hits me in the feels. But I'm gonna go with "Warrior" by Atreyu.
Okay.
I have no idea. I really don't. I don't. Now that I think about it, like I don't think I oftentimes hear a song and think that's me. Maybe something I've gone through, but I don't know if I can think of a song that I think is like, dang, that's me. So I'm gonna have to just plead the fifth on this one.
Okay.
I think Theory of a Dead Man wrote a song about you. It's called "The Bitch Came Back."
The very next day.
Story of my life.
That's another good song. I'm gonna have to say on my end, probably Pop Evil Torn.
Oh, nice.
Or what do you call it? Nobody Knows My Sorrow.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
good jams.
interesting choices.
I'm gonna play a little bit more of your song at this moment.
All right.
Damn it! No freebies around here.
Hey, I like Candlebox too.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
I
not.
was literally just
That's not.
jamming that like
That's not
20
what I
minutes
was.
before we got on here.
So you just play Candlebox. That's fine with me. Shit.
Yeah, I was watching them on Letterman, and I was just like,
It
man,
just
he is
showed up.
going in on them vocals, dude. Look him up live. He just goes in.
So is there a band that you never seen live that it just irks you that every
All
time
my
you
favorite bands.
Yeah, it's literally like I have a list.
I haven't seen any of my favorite bands live.
really?
Yeah, because most of them are over in Australia and never come to the United States.
That's true. I've seen
Well, I've seen Bush.
several of them.
I've bought tickets to see Incubus 7 times. I've never seen them.
I've seen that like the only concerts I go to are, other than ours, obviously, are just bands that I really like. I've seen Red like 5 times, Issues like 5 times, Periphery once or twice, Seven Dust like probably 4 or 5 times. But then outside of that, like I don't really go to any other shows.
So what keeps happening that you keep not going?
Oh man,
Just where we
something
live.
always. Yeah, first off, we're a good bit from like the bigger show music venues where we live out in the kind of sticks of West Tennessee.
Yeah, the
But
biggest like big name artists. They the closest they will come to where I live is about 2.5 hours away.
but when I all the times I bought tickets to go see Incubus, like something would just come up where I wasn't able to go, or I'd have like a blowout and a blizzard, or like just something crazy would happen. I'd miss the show. I mean, it's written in the stones that I'm not to ever see them
The
play live.
Stars. Or the Stones, I guess.
Both. It's written everywhere.
It's in the stars and the stones.
If you were able to interview any celebrity, who would it be?
Man, ooh, that's
Dave
really
Mustaine.
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Dave Mustaine for sure.
Yeah, I think I would want to interview somebody like
Ian
Daniel
Kinney.
Johns. I think I'd want to interview Daniel Johns. I think that he has a lot of interesting things to say.
Yeah, you and the entire country of Australia.
Yeah.
He's like a recluse. Why are manhole covers around? To hide the living location of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Duh.
So those turtle shells could fit in the hole. That's a really good question. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna guess because a circle is more structurally sound, therefore the manhole covers would last longer.
Did I ask? Did I read the question wrong? I thought it said why. What was the question again?
I thought it said why are manhole covers round?
Oh, it did. I thought
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
said
okay.
why are they round? Okay.
Oh.
Why are they round? I don't know. That's a good ass question.
Yeah, I'm thinking for structural integrity. That's what I'm going
Yeah,
for.
sure. Why not? I mean, because when you're an inch and a half thick steel and weigh about 50 pounds, you need some structural integrity.
Yeah, I think that's why sewers, even underground, are generally in a round shape because a circle can handle more pressure than a square.
Really?
Yeah, that's why an egg's hard to crack when it's in your hand. If you try to squeeze it.
They don't damage tires and can be rolled.
Ah,
Because there's
that's what
no
I said.
corners, I guess.
That's what I said.
All right, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a throwback question here. If you could be a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Parasaurolophus.
T-Rex or a pterodactyl.
I'll go with Parasaurolophus or a Velociraptor.
Yeah, raptors are smart as shit.
Yeah. I just like how pretty and graceful the Parasaurolophus is. It's always been my favorite dinosaur. So the ones with the big crested horns on the back of their
Yeah.
necks, love them.
Yeah, but you just gonna get destroyed, bro. I'm like, you're gonna get eaten.
Nah, bro, I'd be like running in the herd. I'd be like, I ain't gotta outrun the T-Rex. I just gotta outrun you.
How would you find a needle in a haystack?
You run
I
that
would
bitch.
With a
pay
magnet.
somebody else to do it.
I get a magnet.
Give up and just say I did.
Bring a needle and just be like, whoa, look at this.
Yeah, just go buy another needle.
All right, this is a great debate that I have every year. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not?
Yes,
Totally.
definitely. No
It's a
debate
Christmas
there.
time movie.
And what do you feel about Nightmare Before Christmas? Is it a Christmas movie or Halloween?
Both?
It's a holiday movie.
It could be both. I don't really watch that on
It's even got
Christmas, but I
it's
can
even
see
got a little
why.
bit of Easter up in there. You know what I'm saying?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to call that a joint venture there. That can be both Halloween and Christmas.
It's a Hallow Christmas.
And the employees at Hot Topic are going to love that because they're going to sell the shit out of that Jack Skellington merch.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
Lion
Dinosaur. You said Lion King? Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a classic.
King. Yeah, man, I love me some Lion King.
I think Dinosaur may be my favorite. Or Hercules.
Yeah. The old ones, the classics, they were better.
This is kind of like a throwback from my Disney Channel peeps. This is probably after your time, Scotty, but Motocross. That was a favorite of mine when I was younger.
I don't think I saw that one. Weirdest question been asked in an interview. If we would fight a horse-sized duck or 100 horse duck-sized horses.
That definitely is up there. And the manhole one, that was an interesting question as well.
It was. It makes me want to go watch a YouTube video on why my mount. Yep.
It wasn't in an interview, but we got asked to basically run a train on a fan's wife one time. That was fun.
Did it happen?
Yeah, no, it was fun
Kind of
hearing about it, not doing
Kind of
it.
an awkward conversation.
Did not do it.
Say what?
Yeah.
That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, it was interesting. I get the feeling he wanted to watch.
Oh, well, I don't think there was. Yeah, he definitely wanted to.
What is your favorite weird combination with food?
I know
Just
mine.
about anything and A1 sauce.
That's not weird. It's made for that. Like it literally like says it on the bottle, I think. It's like poultry, steak, and literally anything.
Trying to think of what a weird combination of
I know what
food
mine
I've
is.
eaten.
I like to buy Cheez-Its and miniature pecan pies from Walmart, and I put the Cheez-It on top of the pecan pie, and I eat it.
That's pretty weird.
It is so good though, the sweet and the salty.
You only do that when you're by yourself, so nobody
Yeah.
laughs at you. Because I've never seen you do that.
Yeah, it's delicious. I do
And
it
I've
when I'm
totally
at home.
seen you with Cheez-Its and the pecan pie at the same time.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a recent thing, but it's really good. You should try it sometime.
Oh, interesting. My parents got me into music really. They were both always not really musicians. They weren't ever musicians by any means, but my mom always listened to a lot of music. My dad listened to a lot of classic rock. My mom listened to a lot of pop and country, so I kind of got it from all angles.
For me, honestly, I just think it was the excitement of performing. Before I even really knew anything about music or playing any instruments or anything, I just would like air guitar, to my favorite artists and pretend like I was on a stage. So I really just think that the excitement of playing shows is what did it for me.
I've got to say, my brother too. My brother turned me on to grunge music in the '90s, and was just like, "Hey, listen to this stuff," and I was like, "Whoa."
Well, speaking of that, Nirvana or Pearl Jam or Tempted Dog?
All of the above. I like them all.
None of the above.
Cody hates grunge music.
Really?
Not all grunge music. Not all.
Well,
grunge
grunge destroyed his favorite era.
I love
of
80s
music.
hair metal, so like that's kind of like my mortal enemy. But I like Soundgarden, they're dope, and Alice in Chains. On a scale of 1 to a big number, how good is your latest single compared to your last one? Huh. That
I'm gonna say inconclusive.
yeah. You're like trying to force me to choose between my children. I can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, this question has a problem because either I have to say, yeah, the new single is this much better than the last one, which means the last one's that much worse, or I gotta say that they're both just as good, and that means the new one hasn't really gotten that much better. So,
Now, if you had asked me albums, I would have answered that easily, but singles, that's hard.
yeah. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with a 1. Because they all rock, you know what I'm saying?
Rock City.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Rockstar.
It's definitely one of them.
I love that movie.
Lord of the Rings. I'm a super big nerd. Love medieval shit. Star Wars, Jurassic Park. Basically, like all the major nerd series.
Have you seen the new Jurassic Park?
I have not seen the newest one. Is it out in theaters?
I believe so.
Dominion? I didn't think they put that out just yet.
I could be wrong.
Well, when it comes out, I'm definitely going to go see it.
Right? Was useless talent. Is it something you can show?
I know one of mine. I probably got more than one.
I can. Do you get? Do I have any useless talents? I can name one of yours.
What?
You have the most amazing fart sounds of anybody I've ever heard in my whole life.
Yeah, no, the real ones, not the fake ones. Useless talent. I don't know. I can't think of one. You make good use of most of yours.
Yeah, I was like, usually if it was like useful, I was just like, ah, screw that thing, or useless. I was like, nope, bye. I can't juggle. I feel like that would be pretty useless. I
Like
can't do it though.
masturbation, does that count?
I don't know. That's pretty
That's pretty
useful.
useful.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Right?
What is that one musician that passed away that hit you hard?
Chester Bennington.
Yeah, Chester. I think that was probably the one that hit us all the closest to home.
He's just been a lyrical and musical role model of mine since I began basically my journey in rock and metal music. So when he left, that one was pretty tough. I still get
Right.
a little upset sometimes when I listen to their music.
Taylor hit me pretty hard too. I was always a huge fan of Taylor Hawkins.
Wasn't quite as serious, but the Rev when he passed, that one sucked too.
The way the internet has impacted the music industry, it has allowed you to reach farther, expand outward more than if you didn't have it, but it also has polluted the seas with everybody being that accessible. So there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, where it comes to album sales versus streaming and people picking up the CD and listening to that, looking at the artwork and the lyrics versus streaming the song and
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say that I think it has helped to almost kill the music industry, at least in the rock and metal world.
sure.
You mentioned one of the main points: oversaturation. Every band, whether good or not, or seasoned or fresh, they now can just go viral, and makes the competition stiffer and kind of degrades a little bit of the quality control, in my opinion. But also because it just took away a lot of revenue and avenues, of advertising and stretching. You would think that with the internet being the way it is, that advertising would be easier, but it's actually not. Now you just have to spend a lot of money to get your profiles and whatnot, to behave the way you want. So I kind of wish we could go back to the old way: record stores and tour posters on the street, and radio stations backing the artists. I'd prefer it that
Yeah,
way.
it's honestly impacted probably every element and aspect of the music industry. You could probably bring up just about any talking point when it comes to the music industry, and the internet has affected it in some way. Some positive, a lot negative. But
I mean, it's definitely done
an
great for a
effect.
lot of people, but I've seen it do, not so good for the industry as a whole, I find.
So do you feel it's a point to make CDs anymore or vinyl?
No, we still sell quite a bit of CDs, and people still like picking those up at shows and whatnot. And vinyl is definitely making more of a comeback these days as of late. A lot of people are dropping vinyl again. A lot of people are collecting vinyl again. But I mean, it's you'd be completely wrong to say that the market is not dominated by streaming. It's 100%
Yeah, I think it kind of just
dominated
depends
by the
on.
streaming world.
I think that just really depends on like the level or caliber of band, you are with popularity. Like if you're an artist that can afford to, make money off streaming and have that many repetitive streams, then that's probably pretty helpful. But I know that we, tend to still stick to the physical copies because as an up and coming artist, that's where a lot of our revenue and sales come from. And that's a lot of the gas money that helps us get to the next shows and whatnot. Whereas, in that streaming market, we don't have the same numbers that Korn or Breaking Benjamin or some of the well-known artists have.
Yeah.
So selling physical copies and vinyl and T-shirts is kind of how we overcome that.
So this is both our questions because I was about to just ask this as well.
I think the payout of things, and how the monetary structure in general, and how the artists get paid and how the artists make money, and I think that's definitely the thing I would change.
I think I would remove some of the like digital, this is like the last question really, but I think I would remove a lot of the internet and streaming influences and try to get things back more in control of the artist as opposed to Spotify or, record labels here and there.
Just have a few more questions and we're going to wrap this up.
Sure.
From your first record, we probably went over this, but I'm not sure if we did. From the first record to now, what do you feel that you learned?
So much.
So yeah, so much. I think probably the biggest thing that we've learned, if we're talking just music and making the record wise, I think we've probably grown the most in our songwriting aspects and our ability to get the quality recording and get the recording that we want put down. That's something that we struggled with for many years was capturing the energy and the right sound that we had in our heads. And I think with the new record on Reflections, we've maybe not 100% just nailed that, but we've gotten exponentially closer to that goal. And I think anything that we do from here on out, we're obviously going to always grow and improve on. Like I know there's already things that we know we want to do differently when we make the next stuff, when we make the next record or EP or however we do it, and how we treat the process and how we record things. So like we said earlier with that, it's really just a constant game of growing and learning and figuring out how to get closer to that ideal that you're hearing in your head.
That's from Fran.
Well, we're going to NAMM in June. We're gonna go make an appearance out there, and we got a couple other tours that we're working on for later in the fall. Just trying to stay, in front of the people and play our music to anybody that'll listen.
Mm-hmm.
And butt stuff.
So what's your favorite song playing live, and what's your least?
My favorite song to play live right now, like I said, is "Leave Me for Dead."
Mm-hmm.
I think my least. It's a tough one because I would say "Safe" because it's probably the most challenging. But man, that song slaps. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still dig it.
I'll definitely say "Safe," not because I don't enjoy playing it, but it just that whole song demands a lot of responsibility for me whenever I'm playing it. So got to focus a little harder during that one. No fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you go, we got coming out this Saturday. We're gonna start doing an online merch push. Anybody that buys anything from our merch store through next week is going to get entered in to win a $50 gift card from the merch store. Just want to keep pushing the tour dates. You guys can check them out at artifas.com. We got the most up-to-date information, or our link tree that's in our bios on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Hit us up on all those platforms. Come say hi. be a part of the Arta family. We got a really tight knit, close group of fans, and we want to keep growing that every day.
So where else can you be followed?
Let's see, Facebook, Artifas, Instagram at Artifas Official, TikTok at Artifas, ARTIFAS,
YouTube.
www.artifas.com, youtube.com/Artifas. Any social media platform, we're likely there. If we're not, let us know you want to see us there, and we'll get there.
What about TikTok too, behind the scenes?
Yeah, we're starting to get the TikTok going again. We've kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit in TikTok land, so we're trying to get that back up and going and start pushing the content out on there as well.
All right, this is coming from Fran. She just wants to thank you guys for making the time to be here, and absolutely love you guys. Looking forward to hearing from you more.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for having us. Like, we
Yes.
really appreciate it, and we'd love to come back anytime we can.
And the last question is, what do you want to tell your fans?
I want to tell our fans, first and foremost, I think just thank you for sticking with us for all these years, and our new fans, thanks for hanging out with us now. And we got no intentions of slowing this train down. There's going to be speed bumps along the way, but as our fans know that have been with us for a long time, we're fighters and we don't give up easy. So thanks for sticking with us, and keep on pushing it.
Q Warrior by Atreyu.
I want to thank you guys once again taking your time out to spend it with me on a Wednesday night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Sorry about the
Absolutely,
confusion
anytime.
on the time earlier. That was my bad.
That's fine. I forgot to say this earlier to everybody that's watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow. I'm on every platform as well, except
Sweet.
Twitter.
Hit that subscribe button.
Thank you guys once again. Have a great night.
Awesome, man. You
Thanks,
too.
buddy.
Peace out.
You too.